At first, it looks untouched. An endless alien world, quiet, full of life, just waiting to be explored. But this isn't a world you just visit. It's a world you convert. Every mountain, every forest, every resource node, all of it becomes part of something bigger. Because exploration might get you started, but automation is what takes over. What starts as one miner becomes 10. 10 machines become 100. And before you realize it, the entire planet is moving, working, producing, all without you lifting a finger. This is Satisfactory. Welcome. Today we are playing Satisfactory. I haven't played in a few months or so I'm ready to hop back in and start a fresh save. Everything should slowly start to come back to me as I progress, but let's not waste any time. I got a lot of work to do. Let's jump right into it. Alright, I personally think the Northern Forest... What? The Northern Forest is probably the best place to start, so we're going to start there. Alright, first thing we should probably do is scan for iron. Definitely make sure we're picking up leaves along the way. We're going to need these. Alright, we got iron. Now we need to mine a little bit and we can build the hub. Whoa, buddy. Buddy. I'm trying to do my job here. Yeah, that's what you get. Okay, so the hub is 20. I'm probably going to end up deleting this, but seems like there's a bunch of iron nodes here, and that looks like limestone right there. So it looks like we have concrete here. This might be a good spot for base, but for now we're just gonna build the hub here, get this rolling, and yeah.
If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays.
Okay, so a couple things. First things first. Apparently I was on the wrong OBS scene, so the first part of this video, however long it is, didn't have game sound. I'll put something, music or whatever, over it. Yeah. Second thing, we got miners now. I kind of sort of maybe forgot to skip the onboarding process, so I just went through and did that real quick. Only took a few minutes, but we're through it. We got, well, besides the last one, but that's whatever. We got miners. We can automate now. We can automate everything. So we're going to start doing that. We're going to start getting our miners on everything, and constructors, smelters, whatever, to make all of the base parts, so we can at least have a storage of that stuff and don't have to handcraft no more. We got limestone, we got copper, and we have iron, all right next to our hub. Very, very close. So it should be really convenient and easy to get everything right in this area. So let's do that real quick, and I should be back in, well, just a second. Alright, so we got 5 nodes fully hooked up and ready to be automated. We're going to be making wire, concrete, plates, and rods. Just the bare minimum to get us started. But now, I have a ton of biomass crafted, and it's time to power everything. And realistically, I don't see why anything should go wrong. This is a really easy setup, really small setup. But when I put the leaves in, everything should be powered on and good to go, and automatically crafting everything that I need for now. Before I power this up, I just want to say I meant to get the daisy chaining mod, because this is incredibly annoying. This setup would have been done so much faster if I didn't have to have all these power poles all over the place. But it'll be taken care of soon. But alright, now it is time to power everything. Boom. Oof. Okay, we're gonna need a biomass burner. Oh, I can't afford it. Pop this here. Put some biomass in it. And then connect it to this power pole. We should be good to go. Yeah. Alright. Alright, now that the power's on, everything should be going and fully automated. At least the very beginning pieces, like the copper ingots into the wire. I'm not putting them into cable, but everything is going into storages. Like I said, we have 2 irons, one going into rods, one going into plates. And then we got our first limestone going into concrete and our second one. So our whole beginning process is done. We're good to go. And now I kind of just need to build up some concrete so I can get a major platform to put everything on. So that way everything looks nice and good and will be nice and lined up. All right. The only things we need to do to actually get our base going and start being able to actually optimize things and split things up and make all of our products and on a flat level ground where everything can be organized is we need this: base building and logistics, which I've just done some waiting and I got enough for both of them. So we're gonna ship this off. And we just wait a minute and a half. Okay, now we throw this stuff in. Send this one. Alright, now you won't notice a difference, but I am going to bed. But all we need to do is let concrete build up, basically, so that way we can place a bunch of foundations, concrete, and plates. We're going to need a massive, massive platform. Basically, I am trying to go all out with every building and make sure I have more resources than I will ever need. That's the goal. Will it happen? I don't know, but that's the goal. While I was waiting for materials to be produced, I went ahead and unlocked field research so I could get the MAM and the map. And then I went around and did some exploration. And I got a couple hard drives, a bunch of slugs. I got a summer sloop. I got motors, encased industrial beams, stators, circuit boards, some deuterium and quartz, a yellow power slug. We are stacked. We are stacked, boys. Now I just got to research a bunch of stuff, and hopefully we have a good enough stockpile in all of our storage containers to where I can just start building. Alright, I think it's about time we check on the concrete. Hopefully we have a good amount. Okay, not too horrible, and I do have another storage container. Alright, yep, I figured right about the same. Alright, now that we got a little bit of concrete, let's get a small little platform going here so that way we can start moving everything onto a nice level ground. Oh, the hard drive's done. Yeah, this doesn't seem that good. Why are we already getting inventory slots? Okay, I'm gonna rescan. Hopefully get something better. Okay, this screw recipe could be crazy. Because not only do I not have to turn them into rods, but it produces more per minute. That's really good. I'm taking the screw recipe. Worked out beautifully. Okay, so I may have gotten a little carried away, but to say the least, for now, everything is done. So this is where everything used to be, but as you can see, it is much more cleaned up now. And this is my starter base. It's not anything crazy. There's nothing insane going on. I don't have the materials or the building blocks to do crazy builds yet, but I think it looks nice. I think it's well spaced out, and I think everything looks nice in uniform. Over here we got one concrete setup. Over here we have another concrete setup. This area is where all the iron stuff is being made. These two smelters are for screws. This one comes over here and splits into these two constructors, and we're using the new screw recipe that we got. And then this smelter comes up here, and the two more constructors also using the new screw recipe that we just got, which then they both come down into these storage containers. And then we got one smelter going into constructor for iron plates, which obviously is also going into a storage container. And then we have the last smelter going into two constructors making rods into a storage container. Then over here at the copper, one smelter is going into two constructors making wire, which then will lead into another constructor making cables going into a storage container. And then on the other side, we have a smelter going into two constructors for wire straight into a storage container. If you're wondering why I do this, it's kind of just so I have another spot, like another area to walk through, so it's not so cluttered and I don't have to jump over everything. It's just like a little quality of life thing. But as you can see, every single thing is red. All we got to do now is power it. I already threw some biomass in here, so it should be good and ready to go. Right. I'm gonna need more biomass generators. I forgot about that. Okay, now we should be good to go. Yeah. All I did was place these 3 biomass burners right here. It worked out perfectly. And we're good to go. Oh, yeah, there's our first bit of iron. But alright, we can't run off of biomass burners forever. So I think the next task that we need to start worrying about is an actual source of power, which I'm pretty sure is coal power. So I think I'm gonna build the space elevator and check out what I need to get to phase 3 and see if I can't do the coal power as fast as possible. And this is definitely not going to stay here, but it works for for now. Oh, I didn't know it built legs. I love this animation. Oh yeah. Dude, it's so sick. Oh man, I love this game. Okay, so we need 50 smart plates, and that means we need part assembly unlocked, which should be easy. I should have, I believe, everything for it. Alright, and then there's that. What do I need for those? 2 rotors and 2 reinforced plates a minute. Okay, so my goal is going to be having 2 assemblers making smart platings, meaning I only need 1 reinforced iron plate setup and 1 rotor setup, because these produce 5 a minute, these produce 4 a minute. So that means I can do 2 smart plating setups and still be backing up on reinforced plates. Alright, so to do this, because it's going to take up a lot of space, especially using the assemblers, I'm going to build out there and use those iron nodes. So that way all of this can stay separate and keep just producing me raw materials that I can come back and grab at any point in time. I have a problem. I need to transport 100 screws a minute. Well, my conveyors, my little old conveyor Mark 1s, they only transport 60 a minute. Alright, now we have everything set up for smart platings, rotors, and reinforced plates. And the plan is to let the reinforced plates build up until we can complete the phase. And then we're just going to stick the plates and the rotors in a storage container because the smart plating isn't as important as actually having rotors and reinforced plates on standby. Now I just need to connect everything to power and it should be good to go. Oh. I'm out of fuel. Oh. So I think I'm gonna do this, get the chainsaw, and then go get a ton of solid biofuel. Nice. Got rid of literally like all the trees in this area. Who doesn't love a little deforestation? Okay, I got so much leaves and wood. I'm going to do this. Make the constructors, and that way I don't have to make any biomass myself. I don't have to handcraft it. I can just go out there and get a ton of it and then just dump it in here, and it'll whoops it'll make itself, and I don't have to worry about it. Now we're going to be making a ton of solid biofuel without having to actually do anything. Alright, now everything's connected to power. All I gotta do is connect it to the main grid. Let's go like this. Yoink this. We'll just put this here and bring another one over here. I feel like that looks better. Okay. Now we grab this. And bam. Everything should be going. Oh! I didn't even think about how taxing it would be on the power supply. Okay, will this work? What? Okay, so we got something out of fuel. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, no, not this one too. Oh. Oh, man. Okay, and I'll put some in here too. Is this enough? Oh, that's well over enough. Okay, I can get rid of a burner so that way I can save some biofuel. Alright, for now, this part of the factory is done. We got our rotors. We got our reinforced plate. And I'm now realizing as I'm in this mode, there's disconnected conveyors and all that left side is red. It's not connected to power. Okay. All right, now we have everything being made. Our rotors, reinforced plates, smart platings, everything's being automated and efficiently. And it looks good, which is arguably the most important part. All right, now, as of this moment, there's not a whole lot to do besides waiting for the smart platings because I can't handcraft those. I can only get those in the assembler. I mean, I could unlock the resource sink while I'm waiting. Oh, now we got the resource sink. Okay, this is very temporary. But for now, we are going to stick the sink right here. And that... No. Come on! Okay, we're going to stick the sink right here. Same place, just different direction because you have to fill it through a storage container. So this makes it better. It is not fuel. 260? I need more biomass burners. Oh. There we go. 280 megawatts. But okay, oh wait, yeah, let's go grab some of our high ticket items and get some tickets. I don't think I'm going to get rid of all of it, but probably most of it. Like half, 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 half. So there's 3 motors, 16 stators, 20 encased industrial beams, and 40 circuit boards. Let's make some money. 6 coupons already. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be a lot more coupons than I thought it was going to be. Alright. Damn. 16 coupons. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Now that we got some money to spend. Okay, I don't really need anything else as of this moment. At least that I can think of. So I'm going to save my 4 tickets. Check out.
Official Fix-It coffee cup unlocked. Do not purchase unauthorized Fix-It coffee cups. They have been known to explode and attract wasps. Unauthorized Fix-It coffee cups lower your attractiveness to your preferred gender and or your sense of well-being if you have no gender attraction or preference.
Okay, so this is currently my baby little factory. And this is my factory now. The lighting is kind of bad, but in case you somehow couldn't tell, I went through and repainted everything. Every machine, all the floors, all the walls, absolutely everything. And I personally think it looks a lot better. So as you can see, it's all copper. It's not orange walls anymore. And then also, as you can see, all the machines and everything else in the base is also the copper. I thought it was a nice look. It's not exactly what I would usually do, but I wanted to try something different and I thought it looked good. Now that we spent absolutely forever on that, let's see where our smart plating's at. Oh! So that's 60 in that one. So I'm assuming 60 in here. 70, 80 in here. Wow. So I was doing some thinking, and I'm going to keep one of the smart plating assemblers. And then I'm going to use these extra lines that's going to the other assembler to just store reinforced plates and rotors. And that way I can also store smart platings and I get everything. Because we are just in the very early stages. I'm not too worried about building an insane amount of stuff yet. Because later on when we get better upgraded equipment, we'll be able to come back through or move to different areas and build much larger setups with all of this stuff much easier. And we'll probably get different recipes at some point. But okay, let's put this space elevator back down, and I need concrete. Okay, let's put this space elevator back down. And let's stick in our smart platings. Seal this. Seal it.
Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Alright. Let's fucking send it. Nice. So sick. I love everything about this game, especially the size of everything. It's so sick. Okay, what do we need for coal power? That's easy. That is easy. What do you want?
Phase 1 of project assembly completed.
Yeah, I know.
This is only the
Alright. Coal power. That is what I'm going for next. And that shouldn't be hard at all. I should basically have everything. Well, not yet because I haven't put here. Let me do this real quick. There. Now where the assembler was is now just storages for rotors and reinforced plates. And then we're still making smart platings there and storing them, which we're at 120 of them. So we're already 10% way to the next phase on those. So I'm probably just going to let this sit here and do its thing the entire time. And by time I get the automated wiring and the versatile frameworks, there's a good chance I'll have the 1,000 smart platings I need. But alright, let's get rid of this because this is only temporary just to get me to that phase. And eventually I'll find a spot for it. Maybe I'll just do this area and put it there or something. I'll probably end up doing a different main base. But, alright boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the first episode. We're ready to move on to automated power and get rid of all these biomass burners that I absolutely hate. And we're ready to move on to bigger, better things. I hope you guys enjoyed and are going to join me for the next episodes.